Hi, I'm Ruth. I grew up in the Grand Junction, Pullman, Bloomingdale area. I have a seizure disorder. I also have, which is a rare one, they don't expect to find it in people. I also have such a rare spleen and liver disease disorder that my doctor had, my doctor was almost crying when he told me about it because he thought it was cancer. They ran so many tests on me, I thought they were going to suck my blood out of me like a vampire in the vampire movies. And then when they finally found out it was this disorder, they told me about it. And like one in a billion people they think has it, but apparently a lot of people that grew up in that area are having it. Maybe if you're from that area, you should check it out and see if you have it before you come down with it, because my doctor is having issues about it because so many people are having it from that area. And so many people from that area are getting liver cancer and dying from it. It's really scary. There are people that don't drink or smoke that are getting sick with cancers from that area and coming down with seizures that would have never had them because they weren't shaken as babies, and they're having shaken baby syndrome, and they have no types of epilepsy in their family. So they shouldn't have epilepsy. I shouldn't have seizures because no one in the family has them, and yet I have this such a serious seizure disorder. I never did any of the stuff that would cause it, and yet here I am with this massive seizure disorder. Apparently, it's never going to be able to be fixed. I'm in shock. One of the doctors, the neuros, who I fired and reported her to these major doctor people and got her fired, got her license revoked, told me I would be dead in 3 months because of how bad it was. She didn't know what she was talking about. I'm still alive 2 years later. Hi, lady. If you're looking at this, yeah, I got you fired. She said that because of how bad it is. It is that bad, but I'm still alive. Why? Because if you remember me, yeah, you know, I am tough. Yeah, I'm still the fat chick, but I'm still as tough as a fat chick can be. Um, so if you grew up from Grand Junction, Pullman, and Bloomingdale, Bedale area, you should probably get checked for stuff because a lot of people are getting really, really sick from the area. Nobody knows why. Yeah, everybody had their own wells, so no one knows why or what's going on. And everybody doesn't want to say, wait, you're sick too? Wait, I have that too. Nobody wants to say, huh, and put it together, but everybody needs to get checked. And there's a ton of us because why? Everybody's parents before us only had 2 to 3 kids, depending on which generation your parents was from. But then there was those of us that also came from generations that had 5 or 6 kids, 5 or 6 kids, 10 or 11 kids, 5 or 6, and they just kept repeating this stuff, and that's not going to stop either way. It's in our family's life because, in fact, parts of these towns are called Rawsonvilles and other names, and they just kind of keep doing that. Why? Because they keep growing. They don't stop. Why? We're not supposed to. It's supposed to be that way. It's a good thing to have a good, loving family. That's how it is. And yeah, some parts of these families are really tearing up because their families keep getting sick over and over and over again. We don't like it. We don't want it, and it's going to keep happening, but we don't know why. So something's going on out there. It's time people start looking into it. There was a couple of factories out there that hired everybody from the area. Now everybody from the area is getting sick, and it's a big problem. Whether you stayed in the area or not, you started out in the area and now you're sick. Or your parents were from the area and drank all the water and now you're sick. And you're gonna be sick, or your parents were sick. Maybe it's time to check all this out. I can't do nothing else about it except that I'm tired of being sick, and I didn't do nothing wrong to be sick. Except get screamed at in school that all I was doing was stare off into space, and my mom said that's normal. She does it at home, pretend she's ignoring you. I did not. So maybe I was sick then too, and it was because of all the water I drank. But I don't know. Maybe it's still happening, because the kids are still getting sick. But it's in the area, because everybody who didn't smoke is dying of cancer. And it doesn't just cause lung cancer. Everybody who doesn't drink is getting these cancers that alcohol causes, and that didn't do drugs is getting these cancers that are caused by drugs. Only nobody out there is doing this shit. Everybody is saying they must have done this stuff in secret. You can't hide that stuff. You really can't hide that stuff. And everybody's getting sick. Only these factories are gone, and all they did was donated the land to the schools. That's not going to help if they were polluting the water that bad. Everybody had their own home wells. But what's going on for real?